What was the difference?
Yeah, it was. I thought we were good in parts of the game. Not as connected as probably we wanted to be, but obviously, we were right there. We had a chance at the end to get another or push to overtime. It was a battle, but it was just a few costly mistakes, and they got some guys in putting in the net.
It's been a pretty busy last 8 days for this team, 5 games. How do you assess just continuing to push and made a really good game out of this one?
Yeah, it's after tonight, I think we have 4 or 5 days between games, so we can get back to it and get a little bit of rest here. But we've had a couple tough losses, but we've also played some good hockey in there. We're sort of a little bit up and down. I think we can regroup here in the next 4 or 5 from, I guess, Wednesday, basically throughout the rest of the year. The schedule's very condensed, so we're gonna have to manage ourselves, but learn how to, try to play a bit more consistent hockey. And I think we do that, we'll be in a lot of games.
Is it a bit frustrating for you right now? I mean, just the pucks, in front of you bouncing. It's just nothing seems to be easy in terms of the goals that are being scored. In terms of just, in front of you. It's not that it's bad goals, but it's,
Yeah, it's the nature of the game. I've been around long enough. I've seen it. A lot of time you're gonna get a lot of stretches where pucks are clean. Games are simple, shots are just shots, nothing in front of you. Then you're going to get times where it's absolute chaos, and then times where you're not going to get the bounces. It's just nature of this game, a lot of variables, and you got to go through it.
Jake, youngest players are making a point streak.
How good is it to score after like 2 months and a few weeks?
Yeah, it's a good feeling. Tight game, good to go in those kind of situations. But yeah, definitely, not the result we wanted. And being back, I think only winning one of the games that I've been back in, just feel I can do a little more to help the team and get a few more results.
Do you feel your line is starting to show some chemistry?
Yeah, I think so. I thought we had a good night tonight. Created a lot. I think we got 2, but probably could have had more. I think we're starting to work off each other better and drive the play a little bit better. So keep building on it and continue to get better.
I guess you're pretty surprised with the icing call at the end.
Yeah. I mean, it's a tight game. Those kind of calls, it's fine. It's for them probably. I don't know who it benefited or didn't benefit, but they missed a call. It happens.
What do you think made the difference for? What do you think made the balance different for Washington in the end?
Yeah, I thought they played an all right game. I didn't think we were as sharp as we probably needed to be for 60 minutes. I think they're a pretty opportunistic team. You give them a few looks, you give them some space around the net, they'll score. So, I think our effort was there, but maybe some of our execution was not where it needed to be to get a win. Yeah.
Thanks, Alex.
That you're going to be able to execute that play. How much is that driving you to be a better player?
Oh yeah, I mean it's every day. Like of course I'm pissed right now, but yeah, tomorrow it's next day, and yeah, I just work on it again, and I'm sure it will start going in when we need it in situation like, for example, like this. So I want to be the difference maker like many guys on this team, and yeah, I believe it will start working.
Were you happy with your game tonight, just personally?
Yeah, I mean good game, but we didn't get the points, so it doesn't really matter.
Do you think a few minutes ago, do you think you would have ripped 3 shots at the end of the game that way?
Probably not, but yeah, I mean that's a big step, but it doesn't matter for me. Has to go in. So even if I didn't 3 months ago and I did today, yeah, has to go in. Doesn't matter.
You think that not going in, that's something you could have done differently, or is it just the goalie making a save?
Was the guy in front of the net, not the goalie, but yeah, maybe I could have shot it next to him.
Just in terms of Marty.
En ce moment, non, mais je pense que tout le monde est très compétitif ici dans le vestiaire, donc c'est jamais, on n'est jamais heureux quand on perd. Mais je pense que c'est ces moments-là qui montrent qu'on n'est pas satisfait avec les résultats, puis on veut s'avancer, puis devenir meilleur. Donc, c'est ces moments-là où tu dois vraiment t'engager puis continuer à travailler pour changer les choses.
Il y a trois buts d'adversaire ce soir qui ont été marqués dans l'enclave. C'est pas le premier match que ça arrive. C'est-tu trop facile pour l'adversaire de se présenter dans votre enclave à vous autres?
Je pense que c'est sûr que c'est quelque chose que, comme défenseur, tu dois faire un bon job parce que tous les forwards sont tellement bons avec les redirects puis tout avec ces bâtons. Donc, c'est quelque chose qui est difficile, mais important, c'est sûr.
Ça prend-tu de l'aide aussi du joueur?
Yeah, he did actually. My dad usually never calls me before the game because he's always at work. But on the weekend, this is the first time he called me. He said, "Get one for me and get one for the Kosovo Independence Day." So he wanted me to put up the eagle for the fans, but I couldn't with the glove on. So yeah.
What is the feeling to have scored that goal?
It's good. Yeah, it always feels good to score. I mean, obviously we'd like to get the win, and we really tried there at the end, but I think we did well. But a couple of chances they had, and they capitalized. So.
How did you feel about your overall game?
I thought it was good. I thought I was pretty confident with the puck, and I thought I played well. I had a couple of hits there, a couple of good shots, so that was pretty good.
To get a goal and a big hit also against Dow, how good can it be for your own confidence?
Sorry?
To get a goal and pretty big hit against Nick Dow, how good can it be for your own confidence?
Yeah, I mean, the more plays I make, I think it's better for my confidence here, and whatever I can do to kind of help the team, and that's it.
You might have got caught a little bit when you tried to hit Patch on that goal line there. You were talking a few days ago about that balance you need to find. Is that a prime example of that?
Yeah, exactly. I think I kind of lunged at him, and I missed the puck, missed the body, so I think that's the area I'm trying to clean up. So, yeah.
It's not only on defensemen, but there was maybe 2 goals tonight that around Jake Allen it was a bit more difficult to protect him. And what did you think of the work of the team in their D zone around Jake tonight?
Yeah, I thought it was good, but I thought on those 2 last goals, I think we didn't pick up sticks. So that's what happens when you don't pick up sticks out front. They're going to get tips, they're going to get rebounds. So we just got to really harp down on that.
Arber, it's never going to be perfect, but all in all,
Pas de feuille de sable, t'as de la mienne, moi.
Non, j'en ai.
Ah, t'as pas d'eau?
Oui.
Tu vas pas jouer avec le bouchon.
La semaine passée, Martin, je me souviens plus à peu près quel match, tu parlais que les gars devaient être plus alertes dans le travail, dans l'enclave, près de votre gardien. Ce soir, il y a eu 2 buts, 3 si on inclut celui en powerplay. Donc, pour être plus alerte.
Non, oublie le but de powerplay, c'est les 3 autres buts, c'est la même chose.
C'est ça. Donc, pour être plus alerte, c'est quoi qui fait peut-être défaut là, à ce niveau-là?
Être plus alerte.
C'est la communication entre les joueurs.
Ça dérange pas quand la puck est en haut puis t'es pas loin du net. Ça dérange pas où que la puck elle s'en va. Faut tailler quelqu'un.
Faut être hypnotisé par la rondelle.
Exactement.
OK.
Merci.
Juraj just came in the room and was very upset with himself. He has, 3 chances the game on his stick. I know, I'm not blaming, just what does it say about his own expectations of himself that he's fuming after the game when he has the game on his stick 3 times in the last?
He's hungry. There were 3 good shots. Hit the net on all of them. He squeezed the first one. I think it's shoulder blocker, the second one. Third one, I mean, Carlson, I think it's Carlson that came out. I know that the cage, the net looks empty, but it's not really when there's body in front. And, but I'm not surprised that he's emotional after the game. He's hungry and he wants to be the difference.
The reason I ask is that he was always hard on himself when things were maybe not going well, and maybe that was a negative. When things are going well the way they are now, is that almost become a positive that his expectations for himself are so high?
Yeah, I think driven players like that, they always want more. They're hungry for more. They're not content. They're not complacent, and it's a big reason why he's reached where he's at right now. I feel in a short amount of time.
Just an extension of that. How did you find the rest of his game tonight?
It was good. I mean, I felt as a group, our execution was so-so. Intentions were there, but I mean, I felt like in the third period he was very dominant, and when the game's on the line, and that's what you want from your top players.
Richard et Renaud. Après le match, quelques instants, Jake Allen disait que cette semaine, à un moment donné, son téléphone explose, il y a des messages qui disent qu'il est échangé. Évidemment, c'est pas vrai finalement. Mais en tant que coach, avec cette date-là qui s'en vient, tu as des matchs toi à jouer. Comment tu fais pour que les gars gardent le focus sur la game?
Non, on parle tout le temps de contrôler ce que tu peux contrôler. La Ligue, elle amène des choses, des fois, qui sont des moments plus stressants et tout, mais c'est de contrôler ce que tu peux, puis c'est de focusser sa journée. Les autres affaires que peut-être qu'il va arriver, ça ne donne rien d'être en faire avec ça, parce que y a rien... C'est le futur, ça. Fait que tu te focuses sur le présent.
Le trio de Nick amasse 17 des 31 lancés pour votre équipe. Il joue tout le temps contre les meilleurs joueurs adverses, les meilleurs défenseurs adverses. Ça te dit quoi sur ce trio-là, Martin?
Ben, c'est un trio qui amène beaucoup de constance récemment. Fait que c'est 3 joueurs qui jouent avec beaucoup de confiance, sont très connectés, fait qu'ils sont capables de vraiment gérer la rondelle en zone offensive, puis comme tu dis, avoir des lancers. Fait que, non, qu'est-ce qu'on voit ce trio-là? Là? Depuis, je sais pas moi, 5-6 semaines? 8? Ouais. Fait que c'est très promettant.
Salut Martin. Xhekaj a eu des bons moments, d'autres peut-être un petit peu plus difficiles dans son match. C'est un peu la lecture qu'il en faisait. Toi, comme coach, quand tu regardes ça, comment tu le vois depuis qu'il est de retour avec ta gang dans ta formation, puis est-ce que tu vois quand même une évolution?
Oui, il y a beaucoup plus d'actions positives que de négatif. Tu joueras jamais un match parfait. Mais il y a beaucoup d'actions positives. Puis c'est continuer de travailler et d'améliorer ses actions négatives. Mais le positif, il est beaucoup plus gros que le négatif. Tu sais.
Dans la quête de la constance.
Ouais, c'est toujours ça. C'est toujours aller, tu cours après ça. Puis c'est tout jeune joueur, surtout à cette position-là. C'est pas facile de jouer cette position-là comme un jeune joueur. Fait que on va continuer.
Marty, with Brendan Gallagher in the fourth line again tonight, what do you see his role through these final 20-odd games?
I think it's game to game. You know, he missed what, 3 with the break, and he missed some time. I think it's game by game. You know, Gally brings energy and he brings the guys to the fight, and I think he's going to continue doing that, and we're going to manage how the lines are shaped up game by game.
Just playing the first period, I think Caulfield and Slav had that 2-on-1, but Caulfield comes back and takes the puck off of Ovechkin in the defensive zone to create it. You know, two things kind of jumped out to me. A, he wasn't making that play maybe 2 years ago, but B, he was probably shooting that puck on the 2-on-1 as well. Like, can you speak to his evolution, I guess, somehow, kind of encapsulated?
Yeah, I mean, Cole is still young. I think he's evolving. He's playing the game. You know, and coming back and stealing a puck, it's a big play. It's it creates the next thing, and he gets in his 2-on-1. He makes a read, but for any good goal scorers, you gotta have a passing game. I think you're harder to predict, and Cole has improved tremendously his playmaking abilities. And I think that's he's harder to contain if he's not just a goal scorer, but just an all-around player. And those plays like between the dots coming in, it's harder for the opponents when he's not so predictable.